Yeah, I decided to only go with the half hobo look today. Hello world, I'm making 12 videos in 12 days all about games I played around Christmas. Because out of all the 7th generation consoles, the Wii for some reason was the only one I didn't have. I never asked for big massive things at Christmas. I look at tiny kids getting iPads these days and I genuinely do not understand it. I mean, this birthday present cost 30 quid back in the day and my mum made it very clear I would have to be playing with it for a very long time. And apparently 30 quid is 50 quid nowadays. Yeah, I see your point now. But I didn't even need to get a Wii to do this episode because I experienced something I think is pretty much universal. You do your Christmas morning, your presents, etc. and then you head off to your parents, your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles, wherever it is you go for Christmas. You'd get there and you'd mingle and make small talk before food happens. But one year, instead of the usual banter about the weather, your significant other, yourself, they have this shiny new box called a Wii. Now yeah, as far as some of them are concerned, it's a Wii Sports and or Wii Fit machine, which kind of makes the idea that Wii Sports is the best selling game a bit of a misnomer. Except the same thing applies to the original Super Mario Bros. Because that was bundled in with the NES. But here's the thing, Wii Sports games are not terrible games. I mean, they're not simulation by any means, nor is it the one-to-one motion we had in our heads, but after actually using Motion Plus, I think we're a bit too twitchy as a species to properly utilise it. But it got the gist. You swung the remote, your little me hit the ball. And it was fun, especially in a group setting. You're all basically on the same level. They're new to games, you're new to this game. Pretty even playing field. I don't know if this is something we never knew in the first place or something we've lost in hindsight. But one, the Wii was a successful console, financially anyway. And two, it was financially successful because it didn't exclusively appeal to gamers. I mean, that lump of plastic was so popular you could not find it in shops, although that might be partly because Nintendo doesn't realise selling more things gets you more money. It ended up in every household, or at least it was so ubiquitous that people didn't mind bringing one along. It's not big after all. So I'd like to thank Nintendo personally for making some of my Christmases that little bit less awkward and letting me share my love of gaming with my relatives, something I don't normally get to do. Now if you could let YouTubers exercise fair use on your games footage, I might not have to call you a bunch of pathetic hand-wringing gormless little